Guys, so I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of the garden since it's evening here. This is kind of a patch of annuals that I did, and they turned out pretty nice. Layered those, and then we're going to come along and trying to avoid the sun here. We had irises here in the spring, and there's some irises on the other side. We had bird bath. We had actually had a bird bath, or we actually had bluebirds in this bluebirds in the bird bath earlier in the year. That was really fun. And we have ferns under here, catmints. It's a nice little section, and we planted these cute little tater tots and some little woodgillas there, which I'm sure will get big very soon. And put this new arch in, and that's been really nice. And these urns were planted kind of late. This one's doing really good right here. Some Supertunia Picasso in it. And then we have an assortment of annuals and perennials in here. This plant right here is a type of euphorbia. I thought it was pretty cool. Never planted it before. We have grasses, and we have a reblooming woodgilla. These are Montoute daisies right here, and they're going to bloom in end of September probably. They're the last thing that blooms. Beautiful sedums. I always love when these bloom. They just make a great flower. Then I put these sweet alyssums. I did not find hybrid ones, so these ones are from seed. A few little things tucked in here. I have a very small beauty berry that needs to grow, and I had some parsley in there, and this really cool plant, which I'll have to look at the name of later. But that was pretty cool. But as you can see, the Supertunias, that's one plant. That's one plant right there. It just kind of spread itself out, and I kind of made it go around the plant. So it's a little crazy. And over in here we had lilies, and we had coneflowers blooming later in the, or earlier in the year. So they're mostly done now. Okay, and then we have this hydrangea, firelight hydrangea. We have some more sedums back there. They're kind of tucked underneath a little bit, so they're blooming a little later. And then we start to get into kind of a shady area here. So we have the shady area, and we have some different annuals and some different hostas through here. And I really am loving this view. This view is really nice. Looks really pretty in the morning as well. So I'm really liking that. I believe these are called blood roots. They're really interesting. And these are fuchsias, but for some reason it's not blooming. There's some other really cool plants in here. The coleus, our creeping coleus, and actually raised all these on my own. So they were pretty cool. And then I have this fern in here. He's pretty cool. Like him a lot. A couple of peonies that need to be moved. This grass is really neat as well. And then we've got a dogwood here. Dogwood, here's a piece of the dogwood. You can see it's got a nice set of berries coming on all over. I love birds, so maybe some cool birds will be on there. And then we got some more fuchsia. This fuchsia here is blooming really nice. And we have a nice little bench right here. So that's really nice. And then we had some beautiful lilies throughout here in July, end of July, beginning of August. I love having some annuals though, because these will keep on blooming clear through. And this limelight hydrangea is a little bit further along. It bloomed first, so you can see the blooms are white at first, and then they start to fade to this color. So very cool. Hydrangeas are a neat shrub to have. More long-tooth daisies, a late coneflower. I actually just moved this to this location, so this is nice that they're blooming. I think there's a few in there. We've got a pathway along here. Coneflowers. These are really nice. These asters. I like them. And my milkweed is actually in there. Starting to get seed heads. Certain milkweed in there. And I found some dill. It got really big and needs harvested. And then this is a new shrub for me. This is called a snowberry. And I'm really excited to see how it does. It starts to get these little, you can get it, there we go. These little berries on it, so it's really neat. And then we got these little shrubs that are grown back. They're a type of unanimous, and they thought they were goners, but they started coming back. There's actually another one on the other side there too. So, gonna have a reblooming Magilla here. There's some blooms here on it. Very, very cute. Hummingbirds love it. It has one really big bloom in the spring. And then just kind of more sporadic throughout the summer. So we have this plant again, and just really loving this area right now. It just really bloomed up nicely. These petunias were literally like sticks pretty much. They were not very big at all. And I just have a few plants through here. Probably 4 to 6 throughout just that area there. I have 4, I think, through this on each side here. So here I've got some, there's a rose. It's not really blooming right now. It's really pretty. There's a coral rose. The roses are kind of off right now. Purple fountain grass, which is always really pretty. And then these came from seed. And believe it or not, these actually grew from seed in my bed and I moved them. They're actually a hybrid verbena, but they came from seed. The salvias, however, I actually grew these salvias from seed. They get really large, don't really love that, and they tend to fall over. So, not really loving that, but otherwise it's pretty neat. So, I'm gonna turn things around here actually, so you can kind of see this view, which is also really neat. I really like this view. My arch is right here, and so you just go under the arch and you go through here, and then you can kind of go up and you can walk, and then you start to see all the other plants, so it's really fun. So I'm going to bring that in a little so you guys can see. We've got these really tall cannas, and then we've got a dogwood tree there. All right, that's it for this side of the garden. coming from here, we have a rose, which is unfortunately not in bloom. It's my Lady of Shalott. So pretty. One bloom there I need to cut off. And then it's got some boxwoods in between, catmint, and then here's some more of those ferns, or another view I should say of the ferns. And then this comes back to my old pine that really needs to be cut down. It's pretty ugly now, that's why I really don't show. It's not very pretty, so I kind of, it's still there. It's very big. Birds love it though, so for those purposes it's good, but unfortunately it just got some of the parasite damage. I think it was a fungal or parasite, I'm not sure. There was something that was affecting all of the blue spruces. And unfortunately it's not very pretty, but I really like this view. It's a really pretty view from here, and you can see the back bed that we made back there. So it's really, and I've got some volunteer verbenas that came up, and they're just really hard to get to now, so I just kind of let them. And then these two, these were also volunteers. They just started coming up like 1st of July or so, somewhere around in there, and I wasn't sure quite what to do with them. So there you go.